Hi there friends, and welcome to my new sea ice project for Rimworld. I'm Icon, and in this series I want to tackle the survival in one of the most gruesome environments the game has to offer, the sea ice, if not the most gruesome. So this is a cold planet, we're alone out here, rich explorers start, and apart from that I have company from a polar bear, an Arctic wolf, and my trusty donkey, Yaya. Well, we almost have no resources. I start out with 450 units of steel, 300 wood, and 2,000 units of silver. A few meals and a charge rifle, which is the first thing we're going to equip. Archer is a very versatile person. She's very neurotic, making her work very fast, and she has pretty good overall stats. The downside is she tends to have mental breaks more often, which could be a death sentence for her. But at the same time, I want to try it out. So let's get started and build ourselves the minimal amounts of furniture. Mod-wise, I'm also running not too many, just smart speed to enable a little bit more speed, a mod for better build handling, and a minimap mod, but this one I have to unlock via the comms console for the challenge. So apart from that, I also run the Achtung mod, and well, you'll find the rest down there in the description below. Really, I took a lot of time considering the mods which are not impacting the gameplay too much. So let's see, I want to build as much with silver as possible. Let's see, 500, that's 750, 800, 1,300. So let's see, we built 32 pieces of wall, each is 50 silver, so since I have 2,000 silver, I'm still in business. I'm going to do the door out of wood, but silver is way less flammable than wood, and steel is too valuable to build with it. Traders are really only coming up very rarely, and so I figured out the best way to spend my silver early on is to use it as a building material. I will regain 80% of that after all, as soon as I deconstruct it, so, you know, it could be a worse deal. Alright, I prioritize the working on the hut as the first thing because the temperatures outside are just killing, and oh! Lucky, Archer spawned with a synthread parka. They usually don't do that, so most of my attempts I tried it with this challenge before started out of the t-shirt and were only insulated to 7 degree. I didn't configure that. Archer seems to be just a lucky one. But be that as it may, the temperatures outside here are really bad enough to kill, and what's even worse, there's a polar bear and an Arctic wolf, and that's going to be among the first things I'll do to take these beasties down, because everything else would be really scary. I want to use the fact that I still have the donkey available to tank that beast, or those beasts, because there's an Arctic wolf too. And if anything goes wrong, I'll just try to pull the bear into the donkey, which should give me enough time to shoot it down. I mean, with the rich explorer start, at least you start out with a charge rifle, which is at least a powerful weapon. Alright, let's configure this area here to hold our steel and our silver as well. Preferred. Oh, I forgot. I can leave out the corners to save material. Dang. And these environments I really tend to min-max way more than I'm usually doing, because, you know, I don't min-max unless I have to. But if I have to, I'm really eager to do so. So the smart speed mod I also enabled because the sea ice scenario tends to produce lengthy amounts of time where pretty much nothing happens. So I figured it is a smart thing to give us opportunities to speed up that. So we need to haul that steel slag chunk away. This is very important. Have to do that right away. because heat is leaking out. Also, my animal needs a sleeping spot. If animals don't have sleeping spots, they don't seek shelter from anything, so that's bad. Alright, stockpile zones go here. And now, let's see, how's Archer? A little bit hungry. Okay. So I have still 450 silver left. Let's take that and produce ourselves a little table out of that. And if we're lucky... No, it's not enough for another stool. Okay. So the stool will be made out of wood. Wood is the most valuable resource out here. Well, okay, maybe not. Maybe steel is equally... No, steel is no. It's more worth than steel. Simple reason, I think deep drilling should be available on the sea ice biome, so steel is at some point maybe available. Maybe it's locked, I don't know. Never got that far. But wood is never going to be available for us here, like ever. Period. We're not able to produce wood under any circumstances. Oh yeah, we can. Let's finish off our crazy silver strategy with the horseshoe pin. Now I'm broke, but the Rich Explorer starts out with a lot of good things, and I'm not that broke. I still got the silver left. So as long as the packaged survival meals are outside here, I am, by the way, safe from the wild animals, because they would rather eat the meal before eating me. So that's a good thing to know. Alrighty, so we have the basics down. To ensure our survival, we will need a research bench, and that really hurts the resources, but we have to do that. Also, we will need power, and that requires us to build a wind turbine. There we go. But now I want to take down the bear. So here, let's draft the animal to my side. It's really important because I need to make sure that the animal is with me. And let's just toss a coin and hope we're going to get lucky. So the bear goes into revenge. Let's see how fast it is. I got a few shots in, 3.6, 3.3. We're at 3.7, so I can keep shooting. Archer is faster than the bear anyways, so at least one more volley should be good. Oh yeah, this is going really lucky. Alright, Archer should now back off. So I didn't really go for the strategy I had originally planned. Okay, the donkey is going in. That's not wise of the donkey, but little do I care. The donkey is only going to survive so and so long. Usually I sacrifice the starting animal if it's a strong one like here for, what's it called again, for the first raid, or if I have to for these situations. So my donkey is growing hypothermic. It's such a lucky thing that Archer was starting out with those clothes. Can't put it into words how lucky that was. All right, the wolf is way more dangerous because the wolf is very fast and smaller. All right, and it goes into revenge right away. Okay, that goes way worse. Let's hope the next volley will hit. Oh boy! Headshot. Okay, off to a lucky start. I mean, with that really horrible shooting value, I am more than surprised about her success, but good job. Way to go, Archer. So I now got this, now this map is safe for me, and we can now go for our progress just like we wanted to. I really wanted to get rid of these predators here because they are really... When I saw the polar bear and the wolf, I was already like, oh my god, I'm done for. But then I saw that I got a donkey instead of a cat or something equally useless. So I figured that we have a chance. By the way, chances. We really need to take care of the donkey because Yaya is still playing a role in this game. And also I want to do a little bit of work prioritizations. So research is really high priority. Cooking is also very high priority, and beyond that I'm ignoring these others. Ah, well, okay, can do this like that. All right, here we go. Since I'm starting out with a polar bear and a Arctic wolf as my starting loot, I also feel very capable of keeping the donkey alive for a longer period of time. Alright, now, next step to survival, battery research. Alright, Archer, do you really need that sleep? Yeah, well, okay. It's the dead of the night. She's okay to sleep a little bit. So I really want to replace the campfire with a heater as quick as possible because wood is valuable. We can't really... I can't really emphasize enough how valuable wood is, because certain things can only be made out of steel, and everything which can be only made out of steel should be substituted by wood for now. I mean, ideally I would substitute everything with silver, but well, not there yet. Alright, let's build that research table. And that stool. Alright. So, battery research will be the next important thing. Also, I want to haul these things in. Hauling should be high priority too. There we go. So today's job will be hauling. Alright, but with that donkey I feel a lot safer in general. I won't be able to handle the donkey, sadly, because I don't have any food to spare, and it'll take us quite a lot of time until we got the first food for handling. I mean, before hydroponics are a thing, no chance. Before the first hydroponics, I'll be seeing no options whatsoever to handle my animal, so it's a hard knock life. Alrighty. There we go. So the battery is a real nasty thing as well, because due to the fact that everything in here is going to be extremely crowded and packed, the circuit shortage event is one of the most deadly events possible. That's why I really don't like to build my starting hut out of wood. Because, you know, you can basically invert that build. You can also build the research bench out of silver and the outer walls of the hut out of wood, but that ended in a wipeout when I attempted the other day that run. When the battery did that event, the whole place burned down way before I could react. So here we are, learning from our mistakes. Okay. So the packaged survival meals are starting to run low. That's something I knew that would happen. And also we're running lower on steel. Alright, I want to put up a heater right away and toggle the automatic fueling of that thing off. Simple reason behind that, usually I don't do that because my other folks died without the extra heat from the fire. But since Archer started out with a synthread parka, I'm okay if it's at times the heater goes down, you know, and it won't be a problem for long because we're going to have our battery really soon, because Archer is really good at intellectual stuff. She's also leveling really fast, and battery is a 400 research point project, so it's really not that much. We're going to have the battery way before that campfire runs out. So I want to take care that the Arctic wolf and the polar bear are not deteriorating too hard. Usually you could just put out a shelf and stop the deterioration completely with that, but that's too valuable. A visitor. Kim Jimenez, featuring a pump shotgun. Ooh, oh man, that's such a good weapon. But, you know, I don't want to mess up my relations with the Civil Outlander Union right away. I mean, I could just gun down that person and be happy with that, but if I would do that to Jimenez, these guys would not send any visitors ever back to my place, and long story short, you don't want that, because, you know, there's only so much trade possible under these circumstances. So I'll trade the gold for medicine, because gold is way less important for my progress right now than medicine could be. I mean, sure, I got 30 units of Glidworld meds, but I know that medicine is really important, especially with somebody who has that little skill in medical things like Archer. So, bye-bye. Alright, let's fast forward the speed a little bit. And let's see. I think I'm going to put down the battery right here as soon as we're done with the research. There's only the lamp right next to that, and I think we're going to be the safest like that. Now, let's pause the game and dip right into hydroponics. This is our sustainability technology, you know. All right, one battery, please, going down here. This way, it's not really endangering anything around me. I just need to put down a few power conduits more. There we go. So here the forest work is from the Achtung mod, but this is really just some quality of life thing because I don't want to shift right click every single piece of the grid. Please forgive me for that. But I hope you guys enjoy the pure vanilla gameplay as much as I do, because at times I really dig that. To simplify the game back down to its bare bones. I mean, I love the minimap, but you know, I wanted to make sure that I'm not noticing every single animal outside there all the time, because to some degree that's actually making the game easier, but at the same time I really don't like it when I don't have it. So I felt like going for the way in between to unlock the minimap with the comms console felt like a really good decision. Alright. Gunning down the snow bunny as quick as possible, because shooting training is really valuable. The first raider will be arriving soon, and oh yeah, I totally forgot to mention, I'm playing Blood and Dust difficulty here, so. But difficulty levels during the sea ice are relative. Because the thing is, some people even said that the higher the difficulty, the easier the challenge got for them, because the more often you get attacked, attackers are bringing you resources. There's nothing on this map. Literally nothing. That's the big challenge. It's the only biome that's filled with nothing, except for a few poor critters that are just happening to be dumb enough to hang around here. Oh, wait a sec. Is that donkey a... They don't go for raw meat. I thought, like, okay. Just wanted to check if I'm not able to train the donkey with that stuff. So the thing now is I have to decide if I want to have a hydroponics or a stove. That's the real bad thing. I don't have a meal source right now. The stove will eat up 80 steel, whereas the sun lamp and the hydroponics will eat up on 140 steel. So, like you see, it's impossible for me to achieve both things at one time. Spaceship chunks are the answer to that problem, or traders happening to stop by, but that's really unlikely. So, really haven't wrapped my head around that problem fully yet. But I think I'll rather go for the hydroponics and no stove over no food and a stove, because the food is literally the stove is literally useless without the stove. So we're going to do the hydroponics in here. So, you know, we have to work with the room we got. One hydroponics basin is somehow enough to sustain a person. I did calculations and I discovered that you need a little bit more than one to permanently sustain yourself via rice. I'm not sure if I did a miscalculation there. So that's something I hoped to discover during this playthrough. I don't know if it would be smarter to farm potatoes either. I'm really not that much of a crack with the hydroponics. In my ice sheet playthrough I did rice exclusively, but yeah, at some point it doesn't matter anymore. So now I'm willing to go for a really fast speed. I know that the donkey is eating a lot of my resources, but I really feel like I can allow myself to do that because he's my backup plan for the first raiders. I lost an entire run just due to the fact that my colonist had a shooting value of 4, just like Archer here has, and the first raid just killed her. I literally died because I slaughtered my dog too early. Man, that felt bad. So I learned from that mistake, and that's why Yaya is allowed to stay. So, there we go. The heater is not really beating the cold fully, so at some point we might need a bigger heat source there. I mean, if I wouldn't have started out with the synth parka, I would have gone down Jimenez when she started here, because I usually do that. I take it as a necessary thing that I have to be at war with the first friendly faction stopping by, because usually people are only entering your map wearing gear, which allows them to survive here somewhat. So, long story short, if you happen to have a visitor, you can kill him and take his gear, and you're quite safe. But luckily Archer doesn't need that too badly. I mean, she still needs some piece of headgear, so that's still a thing we're gonna work on. We gotta work on. But yeah, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. I'm really happy with my little food stocks here. And like I said, the first raid is coming for sure. Tiger. And unlike visitors, sorry, lost my train of thought for a moment. Unlike visitors, raiders don't come necessarily with the right gear to survive there. So I'm not going to attack that guy because I trust the -20 degree to debuff that guy somewhat before he decides to attack me. So let's carefully go for a higher speed. I'm not going for max speed right now. That would be too rash. But the lower his stats go, the better for me. There's no reason to rush out there and take that fight. Not to my benefit. Yay! Talking about benefits. Let's pause the game for a moment and let's fit in the hydroponics here. I want to put it down here, yeah. So let's do this. Going for normal speed for a moment here, just to take the necessary time. And we're going to drop down the sun lamp here. Because as far as I know, my colonist doesn't really care at all about sunlight, sun lamp, or something like that. But it would be bad for her if the light would be down while she's working. Okay, let's check out that tiger person. 20%, so I really got to take care of him myself. Okay. I don't want him to get too close to my little hut, because they really love to set things on fire. And we don't want that. Alright, let's go for that. As long as they're only coming with some melee weapons, things are just easy peasy. Let's see. Man, she's so lucky with her, with that low shooting skill. Alright, now the luck is running out. One more salvo? Yeah, let's kite it out. Ah, good yaya. There we go. Bam! Lights out for you. Nice. Seriously nice. Alright. We gained a few really valuable resources here. And let's go for the hydroponics. And let's start out with some rice. I mean, oh come on you, Archer. Don't be like that. Alright. Let's go for the sun lamp as well. Now the only question is that stuff warm enough or not? So let's see. Rice needs a minimum temperature of 0 degrees. Yes! Alright. So, did I delete the storage zone inside here? I guess so, I guess so. That's why everything is behaving so oddly. I was already wondering. Okay, we're in a stable position now, friends. So from here on, I am theoretically able to survive for quite a lot of time. I mean, we're not in the clear here. I mean, I'm unable to produce enough food for me and the donkey for now. Maybe I am. Maybe I should steer away from rice. I don't know yet. But let's check out the next research project. I haven't thought past this point. Like, literally all my efforts were focused around making it to this point. Get the hydroponics down, get a steady power source and batteries, get a home that doesn't burn down at the first moment, and survive the first raid. Done, done, and done. We did it. So we're now... Geothermal power is exactly useless here because there's no geothermal power outside here. See, nothing. Lovely sea ice. So it's either going to be solar panels, but because of the long night times here, I don't know if I really want to do that. I don't think that I want to go down that road. Or, well, maybe. I'll rather consider now microelectronics. Or, I don't know. I think microelectronics or solar panels are a way to go for now. Let's see. We don't need pemmican or something like that. The other things here are just QOL, so I really don't need that insane amount of quality of life things. So I'll either decide to have more power or more versatility, but I'll opt in for the versatility out of a simple reason. A solar panel will cost me, yet again, new resources. I don't have those. Might as well invest my crazy intellectual skill into the research of the comms console. Alright, I'm quite relieved, I tells ya, because this was rather spooky to begin with. The polar bear and the Arctic wolf, and I really didn't know if we're going to make it through the beginning, but we did. Alrighty friends, so I'd say that's a good point to leave Archer with her glory of today, and I hope you guys enjoyed the tour so far as much as I did. So next episode we will be trying to survive longer. I mean, I need so many things which I don't have right now, and it's going to be a pain to survive there. I'm looking forward to enjoy that pain with you. So drop me a comment down below if you have anything on your mind you want to tell me. I'd be really more than glad to hear from you. Also, a like on the video makes it more visible, or check out my channel in general. Leave a subscription, turn on the notifications, and you won't miss a thing in the future. And if you like streaming, check out my Twitch profile down there as well. I'm streaming daily, also Rimworld with Twitch Toolkit enabled, and I do a lot of audience involved shows, so feel free to stop by. I'd be more than happy to see you there. But most importantly, have a good time and see you soon. Bye bye! Hi there. Welcome back to my little sea ice challenge project. I'm Icon, and we're hitting episode 2. Archer and her trusty friend Yaya have constructed a little home here. We pretty much got everything a human could possibly want. We have a situation where we're able to plant our own rice. We got a somewhat sustainable situation, and the next step I'm progressing towards to is microelectronics. Right now I got a little bit of a power outage. I don't like that. But beyond that, we're of course far from being safe or in the clear. So what's down there? That's a bunny. Let's take that. So my next few steps will be all about bringing this situation into some sort of stability, because right now we're not really able to sustain ourselves. Like you see here, just one lengthened period of oh no, the bunny's gone. Lengthened period of bad wind supply, and my rice plants already suffer. So, and beyond that, fire is a really dangerous thing. So immediately work on that. And construction is priority 1. Okay. Whew. And most importantly, I need a smelter. I wanted to talk about the smelter before we had that little explosion here. Because right now, whenever anything will fall from the skies, I won't be able to really use that. And also, I need to get myself some more workbenches. There are a lot of things we still need to take care of. But I consider this situation as a realistic chance. Yeah, the rice plants died because of the cold though. Yeah, we're not there yet, but with that amount of steel, I'm also not able to sustain anything more than that. So luckily I got some more animals outside to feast from. So Archer, you're not supposed to... Ah, the temperature is not right. That's why I can't plant out. So yeah, I either need more turbines or more batteries. Because right now, as we see, the demand of the sun lamp is higher than one turbine can possibly provide. I still want to try, because there's really nothing to lose in this situation, but it becomes more and more clear that we will need more steel to get through this situation realistically. Because either way I will need a bigger battery, or more batteries, or more power supply. One of those things has to happen, because you see here, most of the time it's not enough power during the daytime. But I'm not too surprised about that. But since we don't really lose anything because of that, I'm okay with it. So flash storm out here is not really anything threatening, but you know, the situation is still very scary, to be honest, because it's really only a question of time until these rice plants will die. There we go, yet another time. And right now this is basically not much more than a training project for Archer's plant skills, because we need more power output than that. But at the same time, I just need to survive long enough. So let's see, do I at least have enough for a butcher's table? That would be a really big benefit. So I do have some wood. 95 wood would be necessary. So we can't build a butcher's place yet. Dang. All right. Well, the sun lamp is draining our power capacities way too quickly. So when this turbine is not running at full speed, it has really pretty much no chance of providing us enough power. Sadly. Really sadly. I was hoping we could be already able to do this, but it's not realistic at all. Without a second wind turbine, it is. But at this point, I'm okay with that. I mean, I got food outside of the hut, which is just ready to serve. And let's see what'll happen until then. I mean, until then, Archer can at least train her planting skills a little bit. But it's not really a good deal, I gotta admit that. We just need more steel. I feel like the beginning phase of the sea ice is the most difficult phase to begin with. Because to sustain yourself is really hard at the beginning, as we see here. Once the summer is over and I don't have enough resources, I will also need to turn off the sun lamp completely because of the insulation limits of Archer. At some point she will have to switch over to a different schedule where we can run the heater all the time. But well. Doesn't work out right now, sadly. Let's toggle the power off because that constant on and off switching is kind of like a little bit annoying. Yeah. Would have been too easy, wouldn't it? In any other circumstance, we would have been able to just build ourselves some more power supplies, but here that won't work. So the next big project would be the smelter. I mean, I could build a smelter if I would want to. Or could I? No, I don't have enough steel for that as of now. But the smelter will be the next thing which will be enabling me to get things done. Alright, so I now switched off the sun lamp. The thing is, we will receive some sort of cargo pods or such in the near future. It always happens. But right now, I can't do anything with those steel slag chunks besides just allocating them. Now we have to wait. So that was our last meal. Let's start butchering. Alright, there's some bunny. Can the donkey sustain from food? No, from raw meat? No, he can't. So the donkey's days are counted as well. Let's see, maybe I can use Yaya for some epic fight against somebody, at least. Ah, the Friends of Blood are raiding us. Alright. Morse, the shelter kid. At least he brings us some items and some food. They always do, one way or another. So, here we go. I really wonder if it wouldn't have been smarter to invest my first amount of steel into the smelter instead of the hydroponics, because I totally underestimated the necessary amount of power of a sun lamp. I gotta admit that. Ah, here we go. We already got him to the shoulder. That's really good. It's always just the question: do you achieve to hit to land a shot before they reach your character? Okay. So that Morris fella is done for. There we go. And we even get to strip him. This is interesting because this way his clothing won't be tainted. And that's always a nice thing. because this also means we're able to sell it more costly. You know? Advantages. Alright, let's consume the bunnies. Yeah, now the quality of life is diminishing a tad bit. What can we say? But at least we got some really good bounty. I mean, these items aren't worth too much, but the next trade caravan will possibly give me some steel for that. Who knows? What did you just eat, Archer? I wonder if she still had some food in her pocket. Alright, that's wait a sec. Are you kidding me? I didn't know. Okay, I'm always using mods to prevent that. Things lie indoors, but for this project I went and tried to use as few mods as possible. Alright. Bear meat is refrigerated. 15 silver and a knife. Sorry for Archer, but she has to get this done. Especially since we don't run any hauling mods. I have to take every trip and one trip for every item. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's not that easy to haul larger amounts of items. Alright, the donkey will start to starve now. Poor thing. But yeah, well. Combat will become a lot harder now that the donkey is no more. That's the real bad news about that. That's the real bad news about that. Or, well, much more risky is the more correct point there. But sadly, there was no chance for me to plant out the rice successfully without either more... Oh, the Friends of Blood are raiding us again. That's actually one of the best things that could have happened to us. Let's have a breakfast and take down that fella. Probably Yaya can have a glorious last stand. Poppy. Poppy is already hypothermic. Well, gotcha. Right in the heart. Okay. Well, at least this time the hauling will be less work because we don't have to strip her first, but yeah, well, malnutrition, poor thing. Can't change it. But with these stockpiles, the mental breakdowns will be our biggest problems because, well, what can I say? Archer won't like the new cuisine, but whew, what can we do? These are harsh times. At least we got some donkey, you know. Just waiting until the malnutrition is too much to bear, but rip Yaya. That was a fun time with you. Trying to not slaughter too much meat beforehand because it can spoil. There's no use in that. Well, solar panels would be the next thing I'd be researching. Transport pods could be also useful to make us friends. But yeah, this is a pretty hard survival match now. I mean, it ain't that bad. I got a lot of food there. I really got a lot of food. With those animals that started... Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, Minimap. You're not behaving. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize that I forgot to disable that. I'm so used to that all the time. Really sorry. 15 minutes of this episode and I'm not realizing it. The thing is, the settings for this mod are saved across several sessions. That means if I run a different playthrough that has the minimap enabled, it goes over to this one when I play something else. But I'm sorry guys, I wanted to not do that. Okay. Because it is a different gameplay experience. And, well, this little mistake here is pretty good to emphasize it a lot. Yay, cargo pods! What's in it? Components! Ha! Nice. Like, seriously. 17 components is really good. Alright, there's the last bit of bear. So, yeah. With the smelter already up, I would be able to create more steel out of that. Probably my pathing here was not the smartest. I mean, I got 39. If I would dismantle that, I would get 80 back. So I'm not there yet. I would need to dismantle my battery for that, but that's a no-no. So I'm not sure if it would have been that easily done, even if I didn't go for the hydroponics. Don't know how much the sun lamp cost. 40. 140. Yeah, I would have had it. Dang. Sun lamp and the basin together were a bad choice, actually. Now that I see it here, it was a bad choice. I hope it won't kill me. Could possibly, though. Because you receive way more often steel slag chunks than you receive, like, starship chunks. So... let's see. But I was fully aware of the fact that the beginning phase of this run would have been the harshest phase. So... let's put some wolf on the table. Soon it's gonna be Yaya, and then it's going to be Morris, or Tiger, don't know yet. Just hope we'll get some different food income source before that happens. I mean, research-wise, I'm making great progress, but that's all steel tech, so I can't really do anything with that. So Archer went into Sad Wonder because of the corpses. Can't change it, I suppose. Good thing about Sad Wonder is they are still able to fulfill their basic needs, so Archer will eat something at some point. Archer will sleep at some point, and this is no immediate death sentence. The Snow Hare and Harms, so... a new person, and she will be followed by manhunting snow bunnies. It's not really a problematic scenario. And, well, I'll definitely accept that, because worst case scenario, Harms is going to be a resource we'll use. Because under these circumstances, you don't have any options, you know. You have to take and use whatever you can. So, Harms, melee 11. Okay, wonderful. So the strategy is quite simple. Harms is going to tank that, and Archer is going to survive that. Ice Sheet, Survivor. Zoom. Not even a rock. Just a hard place. What can I say? It's just as it is. It ain't even a rock. Okay, now, let's bring the bunnies! Come on, where are the bunnies? They promised me bunnies. Just received a psychic low drone. Okay, whatever. So, Devil Strand Parka. Are you serious? Mine. Like, Devil Strand. Devil Strand is like the best insulating stuff a person could possibly wish for. So here we go. 37 now. Let's forbid that. Yes, I'm a mean person, I know. So Archer, how hungry are you? Quite hungry. I thought the man-hunting snow hares will follow in 1 hour. What the heck? Well, it's the cold is doing the job for us, so I'm very confused about that, though, gotta say. Oh man, I feel bad about this. A little bit, just a little bit. But you know, Harms, I'll be giving you one thing, and that's a burial. Because I want to be grateful for the parka, you know. So yeah, Archer's mood is surprisingly good, but that's only because of the low expectations and such. I mean, if we have to, I'll dig out Harms. So I really have no clue why the snow bunnies didn't attack. Is it too cold for them? I mean, it's minus 63 degrees out there. So possibly could be the reason, honestly. I didn't know, though, that this is actually a thing that can happen. That if the biome is too cold for attackers to possibly go there, they just don't attack. That's a completely new thing for me. So we got microelectronics researched now, though. That's really good. That's really, really good. If I happen to gather the necessary materials. Okay, let's check out what would be a thing. I mean, there are not too many things that are too interesting to research, but researching keeps Archer sane. That's one thing we have to admit. So let's start out with the solar panels. Alright, at least the psychic drone is over now. Fire! Come on, Archer. Let's put down the repair jobs right away. So under these temperature circumstances, I don't believe that any caravans will get to our place, but this Shin person, another Devil Strand Parka. Holy. Let's see. He's self-tending and leaving the map. Well, I guess I shouldn't have allowed that. I guess that was a little bit of a mistake. But we already did enough inhumane things. Enough war crimes for one day. Well, I mean, the situation ain't that bad. There's a constant supply of poor fools just happening to pass by our place. We are not enemies with the Civil Outlander Union, so there is a decent chance of at some point getting some help from them. But it could take 30 days or such. And whenever we get raided, that's a free food delivery, basically. So, yeah, situation ain't that horrible, but the mood debuffs are the real big problem. I really feel like I did the wrong turn with the with this equipment here. But now, let's see. I think I can't undo it though. It's 100 here. We would receive 80 back because we always receive 80% back. That would make 119. From these 40, I would receive 30 back. That would make 149. So unless I deconstruct one of the items which are vital for my survival, I won't be even receiving enough for the smelter. So that was a grave mistake from my side. I somehow thought I would be able to sustain the power of a sun lamp with just one wind turbine, but no. That was a no. But luckily we're not that helpless after all. So, solar panels have been researched. Let's see. Let's go for the mortar tech. I don't believe I'll be able to get to mortars anytime too soon, but at the same time it keeps poor Archer's brain working, and mortars are useful after all. So let's see, how much for a comms console? 120. We could actually do that. I would have one steel too few, or two. I would lack one steel if I would now deconstruct the hydroponics. That's really dastardly. My god. Really need to deconstruct the sun lamp altogether, but let's do it. Because I really consider it like that. I only have that one shot, only one chance to sustain myself, and that's by delivering myself a comms console. Let's see, I got 144 units now. So that's not enough for a beacon, isn't it? It's not enough. No, we need 160. Dang. No. It was just a, well, okay. It was not a bad decision. Now I only need one ship chunk and I'll be done. I'll be good for the smelter. So, I think it was the right decision after all. I mean, sure, I could have played it more ideally, but, well, it's okay to make little...
nothing.
Yes, that's sea ice, my dear. It's nothing with nothing and nothing. And we're hungry again, so it's time to put one of our poor enemies on the table.
At least you have a fridge.
The whole world is a fridge. So we need to enable the butchering of the funny food and... Alright. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. So let's see. I mean, Archer's mood must be pretty terrible now. Yeah. Let's see. The chemical starvation is starting to be an issue as well. But what can we do? Right now, not much. Right now, not much. But we basically are just one favorable event away from stabilizing our situation even more. I mean, I got so much money on myself. The comms console and the trade beacon are way to go right now. I'm even considering right now deconstructing the research table in favor of the trade thing, because the research right now is just a quality of life thing. But yeah, I haven't fully decided that yet if I'm that desperate or not. Because right now, well, my resources are dwindling rapidly, and I really need to think about alternatives at this point. Because with these temperatures, it's quite likely that my attackers won't be humans anymore. And also, Archer's insulation is starting to be quite problematic during night times. Anywho. Spacecraft chunks. That's what I needed. Now, the real big question for me is Smelter or comms console. That's the big question there, but I'll delay that decision for the next until the next time, because I feel like now is a good time to sit back and ponder about this decision. But I have a really strong favor towards the smelter, because that will make me finally able to produce more steel on my own. I already have 60 steel lying around, and every cargo pod drop will increase that. Anywho, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to tell me your opinion about that. And besides that, a like makes that video more visible, and I would be really, really grateful for that. Or leave a subscription to my channel if you like that kind of content, because I dish out a lot of Rimworld content. Besides that, in the description below, you'll find a link to my Twitch channel, where I also stream quite daily. So maybe you want to check it out, and I'd be happy to catch you there. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Hi there, friends, and welcome to episode 3 of my Sea Ice Challenge. I'm Icon, and today we will try to survive yet another episode out here, or at least die trying. So, we're first up gonna build that smelter. I was pondering about whether or not in the last episode, and the verdict was quite clear for me. It's the only way of acquiring new steel, so we need it. So let's just configure that to smelt down items that we don't need anymore. There we go. And assign Archer to do so right away. She's a little bit angry now because of well, lots of things, and a mental breakdown from her side is quite imminent. We have to hope that she doesn't go for a breakdown which is lethal. So a second heater was the first thing that I wanted to install from the leftover steel, because I realized in the last episode that we didn't had any chance whatsoever to survive in this shack during the winter times. The temperatures were plunging way too low, and therefore I'm quite happy to be there now with a second heater. So our raider is attacking immediately, smart guy, and he's also carrying a few scraps of pemmican on him. That's even better. So let's give Archer a little bit of a snack before she starts to fight. And let's just hope and pray that we're going to land a few bullets before this mechanic gets close to us. Even though, I gotta say, he has 0 melee, so with some luck we can't even disengage. Alright, this is looking good. We already got a few shots on him. Yeah. This is one. This is already one. Almost can't move anymore, so there we go. Alright, now let's build a few more graves and bury those guys, because that makes Archer a lot happier to not see dead people all the time. And okay, lucky us, Archer decided to tantrum. Let's just hope she doesn't destroy anything we need for survival. It's basically just the components which are a big no-no. Well, the human leather I don't really care about, honestly. Okay. So that's that. Good job, Archer. You're not only cathartic now, you also didn't destroy anything too important. Alright. And you also received a snack of pemmican. Some real food. Must have tasted real good. If I imagine her circumstances, that pemmican must have been really delicious. Alright, 21 steel, that's all we got. The limestone club ain't helping either. But, well, we got 3 carcasses to feast on, which is not the worst. I mean, at least it's food. And let's check. Let's go for destruction of tainted apparel here at the smelter to get rid of all the items I won't be wearing anymore. Okay. Now, the situation is not really good, but it's also not really bad either. The most unpleasant thing right now is that we have to open one of those graves and, well, you know what we gotta do. There we go. Oh, there's a cloth t-shirt. I realized lately that Archer didn't have any t-shirt and her insulation wasn't as high as it could be. So minus 40 degree insulation is a lot better. And we should be standing a little bit more of a chance out there. I mean, slower accumulation of hypothermia debuffs is always a good thing. Oh, and also let's flick off the switch from the smelter. We really don't need that smelter running all the time. Like, for sure not. Okay then. Now, let's hope we'll survive one more time. Now at this point we're down to luck. We're down completely to luck. It's all about the events we roll towards us or not. And, well, if the events don't yield any food, we're pretty much done for. And even if they do, it's still gonna be a race against the mental breakdowns here at this point. Alright. Sadly, she destroyed the stack of human leather there. And therefore, well, I wanted to build a comfy chair out of that. I know it's a little bit, it sounds a little bit off, but, you know, survival. And it's more comfy than the stool. And comfort is good. But I guess Archer was against my idea to begin with. Totally relatable, if you ask me. Okay. Let's just hope we receive one or two nice events that ensure our survival here in some way. Because that's probably one of the most frustrating factors about sea ice. There are a few things which are completely out of your own control as a player. You can't change a few things at all. Not at all. There's just a few things which are... For example, I can't control what kind of events I get rolled now towards me. It could be a series like of a Aurora and a Psychic Soothe, and just like that, seemingly positive events are going to kill me. This, though, is a really good one. So there's not only a person rushing towards me, guy named Helvig, but also this guy named Helvig has trouble on his tail, so we're even receiving two bodies to work with. It's really good. So poor Helvig ain't really that healthy, but, you know, that was never his job to begin with. So... And Jen even has a weapon which we can smelter. Things are getting better and better. So that poor Helvig person will be just chilling out here and, you know, we don't need to do anything here. Alright, let's check out Jen. Jen is really well insulated. Alpaca wool parka seems to be good. Or the alpaca wool tribal wear. I wonder. Anywho. Let's check out the situation here. So she's already at minor hypothermia, but it's not really enough to warrant a easy fight here. Alright, let's draft Archer. What's Jen carrying? A packaged survival meal! Sorry. Just had to do that. Alright. Archer has quite good cover here. Oh, but she's not hitting a thing here. Dang. So let's see how this plays out. I mean, the temperatures are working for me. So I really don't want to lose my wind turbine here. So I'll take it like that. Alright, we got a hit on her. And my turbine just needs one stray bullet and we're instantaneously dead. Okay, well, okay. We can still survive. We can still survive. There's still power on the battery. And it should be sufficient to survive that. But first we need to get rid of that gunner here. Alright, let's fall back again. Alright. Let's do this one more time. There we go. Okay. So first things first, she has to patch up herself. And then we need to turn on the smelter. And just pray to God that we're able to smelter enough stuff before the battery runs out. Wait a sec, we're dead anyways. We don't have enough steel here. Okay. So, well, I can't smelter that thing. Let's see. It's going to yield enough. So 79. Well, I would need to dismantle something. Let's try what happens if we deconstruct these items here. So, is that enough? Yeah, that's enough. So, wind turbine we go. Here we go. Let's see. None of these items were really necessary for survival, you know. Alright, here we go. So, yeah, we did it. It was not really cool, especially since we lost the turbine. And I had to dismantle my research table, so we're now not able to research anymore. But at the same time, it's better than dying, isn't it? I mean, sure. Alright. And Archer is now in Berserk Rage. This is really bad. So it's now going to be very, very random if she's going to survive or not. If Archer is smart enough not to leave her hut during her Berserk Rage, she's going to survive. If she's going to stay outside for too long, she's going to die. That's a very simple thing. Right now, she seems to be smart enough to seek shelter of the shack from time to time. But, yeah. Let's see, come on, get on in. But for some odd reason, the power supply is also trolling me quite hard now. But, yeah. Just a little bit of a frostbite on the pinky. Okay, let's see how long she's deciding to berserk on me. I mean, at some point berserking must wear off, but how long it'll take, I have no clue. Okay, she's back to normal. Grats. Still needs to butcher up something. But at least she didn't kill herself in the cold. I mean, good job, Archer. I'm proud of you. It's a wonderful life out here, don't you agree? Now, good old Helvig. Really a helpful person. And even though I'm cathartic, she's already close to her next extreme breakdown, so... Or she's on a really high breakdown risk here. Well. Let's open the next bucket. Ooh. She's already on that high of a hypothermia level? Dang. Alright. So I'll decide to just lock her in for now. Until something better happens. I mean, sure, she's just idling around, but that's still better than trying to kill yourself outside there, you know? It's really bad that I had to dismantle the research table, but I really didn't know any other way of saving myself, because we can handle the situation without a lot of things, but not without power. Oh, speaking about which, there's really no reason for the smelter to be online all the time. Not at all. I mean, I could just bring my time or use my time with shooting at things or such, but you know. For now, I'm quite happy with the status quo, gotta say. Things aren't bad right now. Just need to get yet another beneficial event down. That would be really good. Gotta say, Helvig and the Mercenary Gunner were really, really beneficial for us. We need something like that again. We definitely need something like that again. Alright. Archer's only at minor break risk at this point, so things could be even worse. Somewhat impressive? This room is somewhat impressive? Are you kidding me? Somewhat rich. Okay. I got no clue. Alright. There we go. Well, let's hope that something will happen at this point, which will end our waiting here, because that's not good. It's really not good right now. We're not getting anywhere with that. Oh yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Anacol, herder. And even comes with a little supply of pemmican. And that fool is yet again willing to freeze to death. Awesome. I like those enemies the most. Psychic Soothe, okay. Very good. Very, very good. Alright. There we go. Let's hope she doesn't really... Oh, okay. It's really spooky to be out there that long. I know that there's still resources out there, but neither the pemmican nor the knife will go bad that quickly. And the raider was the largest amount of food to haul back home. Alright, so we're now going to take the risk here. I want that knife too. It's just a few scraps of steel, but it's still steel, you know. Paid forced weather. Yo, Archer, how's your hypothermia? No chance. That's really the thing where you gotta be careful about what your people do. So that's sadly so useless. Alright, let's send her one more time. Okay, then. We're really down to a low amount of food. But at the same time, I feel like it could be worse. I mean, we got even a little bit of real food, and okay, here goes another tantrum. Let's see, please don't destroy anything vital. And we got another Wanderer Join event, which is, and she even comes with a couple of simple meals. Okay, let's just hope we don't. Please, Archer, don't. Okay, Archer is no longer having a tantrum. That's good. See ya, Quinn. Thanks for your sacrifice. Like, seriously. Simple meals. We got food for several days now. And a person to bury again. Okay. There we go. Let's flick on the power. Royal Ascent. Yeah, well, that's not really a quest to do for now. Okay, we're down to 28 steel at this point. I wonder how these, why these damage thingies come up from time to time. Okay, so that's quite something, don't you agree? Okay. I could bring up a new science table now with that amount of steel. I consider it for some reason. But I'm going to delay that decision for now. Because honestly, I don't really see that as a very necessary thing. It's way more necessary for Archer now to survive as long as possible. Until she's able to put up the comms console and the trade beacon. These 160 steel are, in my opinion, the most important ones now. Because having access to a little bit of trade would change everything. I mean, we could produce our own items to sell them. We could sell off parts of that insane amount of this insane component stack here. There are options. There are really options. So therefore, you know. Okay. The Psychic Soothe event really comes in handy at this point. We now used up all the nice pieces of simple meals. And the Alobo Coalition is raiding us one more time. Sadly, that fool doesn't come with a with food on him, but you know, in this environment, it's okay. He is the food. All right, Azro. I'll let Azro freeze a little bit before I even go outside there. He's a immediate attacker, so he's smarter than the regular Schlob. So it's really important now that I want to go outside only as soon as Azro starts to come close to the range of my gunfire. That's a simple reason, because I want to kite that guy if necessary. Because I have to count in that there is a chance that I won't be even hitting Azro. And if that happens, I really need to rely on Archer's warmth. You know, the hypothermia is a pretty nasty disadvantage. He loses manipulation and consciousness. The consciousness loss results in a loss of movement speed, and therefore I'm faster than him. Let's see. Yeah, only ever so slightly though. Alright. Don't want to pull that guy too far away from my base. Let's see, one more salvo. Bam! Nice! Okay, good stuff. Whew! Well done, Archer. Well done. We might be surviving here after all. Okay. Now, sadly, this Osro guy didn't feature any smeltable gear, but nevertheless, he brought us food. And yeah, you know, I'm 2 bodies ahead. This will be enough for like 1.5 days at least. We're in a pretty stable spot right now, gotta say. The only issue is the mental state of Archer, but actually, as long as she's inside here, she's not feeling that horrible, you know? So, let's move that stool and produce ourselves a piece of armchair. Yeah, I know, it's ethically it's ethically not that correct, but you know, it is pretty good for her state of mind. Because the richdom of a room definitely does make a change. And since there's not really anything in here which I could build anything out of, you know, an armchair is just comfy. Just never think about what it's been made of, and you'll be just fine. Alrighty, so we have to dig out another one, I guess. Well, okay, the stockpiles are still sufficient there, a little bit. Lee the Dusty. Oh, hi there. Of course you can join me and help me a little bit with my colony. You know what, Lee? The best help you can do is just standing outside there. Just there, yeah. You're standing perfectly. That's all the help we need. Thanks, Lee. Just hold on out a little bit longer. Yeah, you're doing fine. Now you're almost there. I've heard that freezing to death is a very gentle and friendly death. So at some point it's even said that you're feeling very warm. Well, I don't know if that's really the case, but well, I gotta say, I really do feel a little bit bad. I have some sort of a guilty conscience here, okay? Just in case you're wondering if that doesn't do anything to me anymore, but you know, survival is harsh. Oh, we can smelt down a club there. Nice. That's Lee. Such a helpful person. To the last bit. Even brought us a club which we could smelt. That's whew. Okay. So Archer is now in a daze. Let's just hope she doesn't kill herself while doing this. So, just like with a Berserk event, it's all about if she decides to leave the hut or not. Let's just hope she doesn't. Quest expires? Ah, paid forced weather. Oh, this is putting me so much on edge. I don't know if the Forbidden Door is actually being respected by her in that state of mind or not. It would be quite helpful to know, but if she's going to survive that, that's going to be the end of today's episode. Because I'd be so relieved if so. I mean, we're still not in a stable and clear situation, but 2/3 of winter are past us then. And you know, winter on the first winter on the sea ice is really brutal. I hope we'll be better prepared for the second winter, but I can't really tell. Okay, she's still broken. Mental breakdown. Come on, Archer. Get over it. Get over it. It's just for survival. You don't have to feel that guilty. Come on. Archer, you can do it. We all believe in you. Well, it seems like she's not willing to leave the room for now, and there's still enough food in the room to get her away from starvation. Okay. Okay, so that's enough for today's episode. I thank you so much for watching. It has been quite a tense tour. But we're still around here. 2 graves filled. 1 unit, enough food to last that day. So I'd say the end of winter is almost safe. Let's just hope it'll stay like that. Leave me a comment down below. Leave a like on that video to make it more visible. Or leave a subscription on my channel if you like Rimworld content in general. You will love a lot of the things I do there. Maybe you'll check out the other stuff too. Whatever might be the case, thank you so much for your time. And see you soon. Bye-bye. Hi there, and welcome to episode 4 of my Sea Ice Challenge series. I'm Icon, and today we're going to survive the rest of the winter, I hope. So I made up a few decisions between this and the last episode. First off, she will get herself a lamp again. I really wasn't sure if I would want that or not, but darkness gives you a pretty severe debuff on your mood. And I figured that I don't want to have that anymore. So instead of that darkness debuff, we're going to give ourselves some light and open up another can of food. Alright, let's put this on do forever and pray to RNGesus that we might be delivered some food today. I mean, right now, it's a pretty frustrating situation where I just have to play against the odds. There's really nothing I can do except for waiting to see something good happen at some point. So let's hope we'll have a series of beneficial events to keep us alive. The next goal I've set myself is the reconstruction of the science table. Because mental breakdowns are right now the worst thing that can happen to Archer. And since she loves that, she loves to do science, I really like to do that this way. So we get a colonist in return for bad weather. This event has 1.5 days until it expires, so I really want to wait until the expiration date is a little bit closer, because you never know. You never know. Or well, nah, it doesn't matter. A compacted steel meteorite. Okay. That's nice. We just need to survive now. I mean, a steel meteorite is really cool, because steel is that stuff we're lacking the most. But at the same time, well, it's really difficult to mine that stuff. So, Sentinel, you know, you're new here. So how about you getting yourself a nice, warm, cozy up here? No, Archer, you're not supposed to do that. Archer, that's Sentinel's job.
Are you working him to death now?
So, Sentinel will now do as much as he can before passing away. But I plan to utilize Sentinel's workforce as good as I can. Sentinel won't receive any food from me. I'll just use his workforce to mine out as much steel as I can. Because this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for us. Because this Sentinel person is not only providing food, he's also providing steel. Alright. So let's take that guy out. So here we go. That's a really good combination of events, because this way we're definitely able to just use Sentinel's workforce as long as we can without Archer having to suffer any problems. Just gotta be careful that Sentinel doesn't accidentally eat some food from our stacks. That's not allowed. Sentinel, you're the next meal. You're not allowed to eat anything because you are the next meal. You hear me? Alright. There we go. It's quite good, gotta say. Because with these temperatures inside here, well, I highly doubt that I'm able to mine out enough steel here at this meteorite to build up my hydroponics, sadly. Okay, here we go. He went catatonic. Come on, Sentinel. Why are you giving up that fast? Okay. Let's rescue Sentinel. Here, rescue. No, Archer. That's not our way of rescuing. Get back inside. We rescued Sentinel already. We're done with that topic. Jeez. Sometimes you really get to take care of things yourself. Okay, so morbid humors aside, we got 150 units of steel now, which is really, really good. Really, really good. So let's cancel that out for now. I mean, this would be enough for the hydroponics and a sun lamp again. So I'll do this. I'll do this. There's somebody told me how I can do it, and that's why I want to do it. So the thing is, we don't have enough power to sustain the sun lamp continuously, yes. But we do have enough temperature inside here to have a positive temperature even at the coldest of times. That means there's no issue at all to keep the rice plants alive, even if I don't have the power to light them, to do solars for them. So long story short, wait a sec, why doesn't she do that? Ah, because the indoor temperature is too low. So, no. Also, there's one really important thing. Shrink zone here. Can't work like that. Okay. So now temperatures aren't that good here for now, but let's see. Reconnect. Oh no, Archer is in a daze. Let's just hope she doesn't die during that time. Sometimes they don't go outside at all during the days. Sometimes they love to go outside during the days. It's not like I have any say in this. It's kind of sad though, because I'm pretty sure I should be able to grow my rice without any problems during that forced weather. Because here's the funny thing, rainy thunderstorms provide you a constantly high amount of wind. So we will have a few days of really, really stormy weather. And 3.5K should be enough for all of these machines to run. Let's just hope for the best. As soon as Archer snaps out of her breakdown, that is. But I'm kind of positive at this point, because she didn't run outside as of yet. So there's a high chance she won't start with it either. It's so sad that this lamp is off, though. I could have already grown an entire batch of friggin' rice. Like, instantly. Before I flicked on that friggin' switch again, she went into daze. It's so annoying. Like, seriously. Could drive you nuts. I would have solved my problem already. And the worst thing about that, once the forced weather is over, I won't be able to do this anymore, so... Okay, now... let's do some... create ourselves some food. Let's hope for the best. I mean, I'm still malnutritioned. And the combination of Oh, malnutrition is over once. Okay, good. At least something. Alright. Yeah, we're now at a positive grid. Just like I thought. So I really have to be careful with going outside, though. Because going outside is bad. Due to the fact that it lets cold air in, and that might be enough to kill off my plants. Okay, so that steel meteorite really got us somewhere. I mean, if I would be really careful, I could even build myself up a new turbine. And maybe we should do that. Alright, I'm really low on food, which is super bad, but what can I do? Let's just hope I'll survive somehow. It would be really cool. It would be really cool if we could survive that one. Okay, so the rice plants are at 53%. They'll take at least one more day. Oh, there we go. Dimitri, you're an enemy, so we have to capture you. Capture Dimitri. It's just a lousy excuse to carry him back home, but little do I care. Let's just hope she doesn't break down before she's back at home. Okay, there we go. Let's reinstall this. Melee attack him to death. There we go. Transition food. Alright, so during my sleeping time, the rice plants are now growing. And I gotta say, raw rice will be so much better than the stuff we had as of yet. And... ooh, a Lobo Coalition people are attacking. Okay, Blue Jay. Insulated towards 3 degrees. Plus 3 degrees Celsius. That's all... seriously? That's what you send against me? Man. These poor fellas. Really gotta say. I feel bad for this Blue Jay guy. Alright. But feeling bad or not, we have to take care of him. So in this scenario, it's really important to go outside to close the door right away. I can't afford to get that this room drops lower than 1 degree or 0 degree, because less than 0 degree is instant death. Okay, so we got these items. Let's see. I can bury that guy for now. Let's close the door. And the rice plants will be ready today. My first harvest. And with that first harvest, we'll be starting our survival now. Because, well, okay, there's going to be one more yucky meal. But you see, with the opportunity to mine out more steel out of that meteorite comes also the opportunity to create myself another wind turbine. And with another wind turbine, I easily can acquire the necessary power to run that sun lamp. That's it. So we might be surviving this due to that. So 32, yeah, that's all we needed. She doesn't need to rest that badly. Okay, we got the necessary power most of the time to let the hydroponics run. And the sun lamp. The grid is positive. we might be in the clear now. We might be actually slowly in the clear now. So the only thing I need past that is a second hydroponics. Because seriously, the hydroponics are costing the least amount of energy. The worst part is just getting the amount of energy for the sun lamp. But after that, it's easy pickings.
So turning the sun lamp off doesn't kill your plants.
Nope, not at all. The heat
turning your hydroponics off does kill your plants.
Yes. So we need to turn off the sun lamp now, because as you see here, the batteries are slowly running low. We need to micromanage this hydroponics a little bit. So I won't be able to sustain myself entirely out of the hydroponics yet, but we definitely will be getting there. All right, I want to toggle it on again. Oh, okay, it's nighttime, so it doesn't matter. All right. So, if possible, under any circumstances, I would really love to avoid digging out another body here. But I'm not sure if we are. So, I'll just drop down the next hydroponics basin here, because in my opinion that's the easiest way of sustaining myself here, by just planting down 2 of those. Alright, seems like we do have a chance of survival now. Alright, we do have to open up another of my food cans though, but you know, something's got to give. Alright, we're really low on wind here, so flick it off again. Yeah, well, it's really difficult though, if we run out of power like that. Okay, okay. So let's use a few more seconds. Okay. And Archer is in another daze. Go. Get inside, Archer. Don't you dare to think about killing yourself outside there. Well, looking bad so far. Looking really, really bad. Can only hope that she's growing tired and wants to sleep. But looks like she's killing herself with good old hypothermia. Ah, okay, good. Luckily she wanted to rest. But my plants will die. A complete harvest will die due to that, or no. I think the wind comes back in time. Yeah, okay. Now we just need to harvest those friggin' rice plants. So, Archer's still dazed though. And there's the power outage, and I can't harvest those friggin' rice plants. Okay. Luckily they don't die immediately. Come on, Archer, you had a complete day of breakdown now. Now get back inside and don't freeze to death, please. Please, Archer. We had such a good run. Come on, snap out of it. Please. Alright. Good God. I hate days so much. Like, it's such a stupid breakdown. Let me freeze to death outside here. Okay. She almost died, but the point here is almost. Okay. So during the night time today, I'll smelter away the bad clothing. Once the lamp is out. Oh no. I totally derped out on that now. But luckily, we're only 1 harvest away. Okay. So the next thing I really would like to have is another battery, because I really realize that it happens way too often that my power source is outed. So let's see. All right, Archer, but you are now officially no longer reliant on human meat. Well, not exclusively, that is. All right, let's take good care of her condition. And let's see, I think one more chunk is easy to go. Temperatures aren't that low anymore either, so. Okay, a battery. I think they didn't need 100. No, they only needed 70. Wait a sec, we're going to deconstruct that here and put down another battery there. So this way I should be perfectly able to let my sun lamp run most of the time outside there. And that could be already all it takes to be on a self-sustaining path, so I mean, we're still in trouble without wind power available, sure. But at least I have a certain reproduction of food, you know. Alright, we can flick on the sun again. Yeah, there we go. And since the sun lamp doesn't run day and night, we have night periods where we can allocate new power, and during the day periods we can drain the batteries, so I see a decent chance of survival here. If Archer doesn't kill herself with yet another mental breakdown, that is. But considering the fact that there's not much reason anymore to go into mental breakdowns, I am quite positive here. So as you see, the batteries are draining super fast, but luckily, yeah. Okay, we got this. Now let's move the bed over here and rebuild our science table, because, you know, she really loves to do these things, and therefore she's going to build herself a nice armchair out of the leftovers of all her visitors and do science again. Alright, but of course, no, don't treat yourself with the flu with no medicine at all. So 13%, oh my god. 13% with a Glitterworld medicine shot. So that's super bad. But luckily we have a few chances of getting there. Alright. Let's check out the numbers here. We're even. So even with a 13% tend quality, we are at an even state, so. Self-tend is really super bad, but at the same time, it should be enough to keep us alive. I just have to take care of the batteries. So we're at a pretty nasty negative here right now. But going positive again. Alright, it's really important that we harvest the rice plants as soon as they are done. Because we really are on a tight schedule here. So there's a little bit of more of battery power here left, but I'm going to flick off the sun lamp right away because I want to have night power for the heaters. Alright. So if 13% 10 quality were enough to just keep on pace, 27 and 43% are quite enough to stay alive. Alright. Well, let's eat some and stay alive. It's 3 a.m., so no need to flick on the sun lamp again, but I want to try it. Here we go. We're at minus 900. Ah, here we go. Extra wattage coming in. Alright, but looking good here so far. So, the Friends of Blood are raiding us again. So, Artur, you are insulated against minus 14 degree, but at least you're bringing me a smoke leaf joint. You poor fool. So, okay, I don't need to do anything with
He's preparing?
He's preparing, yes.
He's preparing, of course.
They are preparing for death or something like that. I got no clue. But I don't care about enemies behaving like that. I myself am just happy that he starts to freeze himself to death before I start killing him, so. The rice harvest is going ready today too. And since I have a nice immunity advantage towards my flu, it should be no problem at all. Unless I don't hit a single bullet on Artur now. That would be really a shame, but even if that would be the case, the hypothermia advantage I have on him would win that anyways for me. That's, by the way, why I do this. So, too smart and bisexual. Real bad part about this whole encounter is that I need to flick off the power of the sun lamp here right away because we're low on power here. So dear Archer. There we go. So sadly I'm not there yet entirely in terms of survival. I still got to rely a little bit on my visitors. But most of the time we're really doing fine here. And I'm pretty sure that as soon as I have built up my next wind turbine or my next set of batteries, we should be really fine there. Preferably new wind turbine though. Oh no, not another daze. Please, Archer, come in, don't die. Well. Ash and the Snow Hares. Okay. Well, even if she would die, I could replace her now with somebody else. But beyond that, I'll pick up that Ash person. I mean, it's really just a snow bunny, so. Yeah, Archer is yeah. Good. So we have another character now. Fine. Daze she really literally let herself get killed by those friggin' snow bunnies for no reason at all. Like, I really have no clue why, but, you know, I don't care, actually. I really don't care about this anymore. I mean, it's not like Ash is a better person. She's a depressive person, so that's similarly bad, but I don't see any chance whatsoever of saving Archer here. So we're just going to play on with Ash, which is a pretty bad character overall, but better than being dead, you know? Rip Archer. Really sad about that, but... So... I really thought that people would be less stupid if they are dazed and there are manhunters after them, honestly. I would have at least expected that they fight back, not just let themselves get slaughtered for no reason. But, well, little did I know. Anyways, I mean, let's just keep it like that. It's a little bit strange, not exactly the kind of outcome I expected from today's episode, but I mean, what can I say? I'm still alive, well, with one person, and well, she's really bad at shooting, so future encounters with raiders will be really difficult. But better than losing, isn't it? So, thank you so much for watching. Next episode will be, I don't know, with Ash. Drop me a comment down below, leave a like or a subscribe, and see you guys next time. Bye bye! Hi, welcome to episode 5 on my Sea Ice Challenge. I'm Icon, and well, Archer passed away last episode, but Ash is still with us. So, I totally didn't realize that our good friend Archer actually did take down one of the bunnies before she died. So that thing actually did receive its beating. Our new friend Ash here is, well, not really that powerful in comparison to our former friend, but, you know, better than just having to restart. I'm really sad about Archer, though, because, well, you know, we were having such a good ride. She was almost past everything. So the first thing I want to do is give Ash the knife. Oh, sorry. Give Ash the knife and stab that thing to death. Ash's melee skills might be really horrible, but you know, for a snow bunny, you don't need too much skill. Hey, look at that. The snow bunny is actually even not rotten. Okay, so next thing, I want to equip that charge rifle. Alright, Ash is doing her thing here. No, we're burying Archer. We owe her as much. And equip that charge rifle, please. So my storage is brim filled. So, oh, we also need to assign a proper work order here. So constructing is very important, planned work is very important, crafting is very important, and hauling is very important, and research is very important. Thank you. Okay, let's just burn away those clothing items, and well, why can't I haul? Stop her from doing so. What's happening here? Yeah, I really need a larger room. That's for sure. The extra resources from the bunny are now really making trouble here, so we'll just do it like that. And smelt away these extra equipment items. I'm going to ban the reefer for now. It's the emergency reefer for bad days. It's really important to emphasize here. Oh, there's another bunny we can take. It's really important to emphasize here that we have to be careful with those reefers, because unlike real life, these are quite deadly here. Also, I am storing my human meat outside here now. I'm not gonna eat it anymore because I feel like we're past that. Alright, Ash, how are you? Good enough. There we go, and let's butcher the bunny. I don't say no to the extra light leather we get from that. Neither do I want to say no to the extra meat this brings us. This is really good, I mean. Okay, so we need to expand, and we need to do it really fast. Because this storage situation here is just horrible. It's just very, very horrible. But, well, gotta say, at least we're not starving anymore, you know? Well, let's see what'll happen during the next few days. Ash is really not better off than Archer. Her traits are really horrible. Depressive gives you a pretty bad, a nasty debuff. Well, Misandrist is not really a problem. Abrasive, neither. But they are also not useful traits. Her medical skill is non-existent. Her fighting skills are non-existent. Travelers! So, turns out it's Jugust again, and during that time of the year, people are passing by. But, you know, I won't be attacking them. Attacking 3 people would be a very, very foolish decision. Instead, let's pay attention to the growth pacing of our rice and be a happy shack dweller. Oh, dang. I derped so hard. Good thing that the hydroponics are done already. Oh my god, that was so stupid from me. Okay. We survived. I can't leave the smelter on, and I always have to take care that the batteries are receiving some workload. And if there's not enough wind during a day, I'll just leave the sun lamp off. Talking about leaving the sun lamp off, maybe I should do that. Okay. Flamingo is definitely not geared out for these temperatures. That's really good, because you check this guy out. So much stronger than Ash. So much stronger than Ash. Okay. Seems like the power output is satisfying the needs of the sun lamp. That's good. Okay. This guy is beginning his attack. So where are you at, Flamingo? Ooh, look at that. There's a wild dwelling steel flag chunk. Okay. He's slowly getting killed by the hypothermia, but really slowly. That's okay. So let's keep an eye out for the Flamingo person. Let's see. Hypothermia wrecked up to 20% at that point. That's really good, because the moving and consciousness debuffs are really helpful for me. If you got such a horrible fighter like I do here, every advantage counts. So the usual approach, wait until Flamingo is in weapon range, and then we go outside and greet him with a nice volley of bullets. So hypothermia will get him, of course, before he gets me. Oh man. Shooting 0. Okay, shooting 1 at that point, but 2 salvos, 2 hits. Not bad. Alright, now we'll have to move away from that. It's really important to move Flamingo away from my valuables. Bang! There we go. Good stuff, good stuff. Good job. Really happy about that. There's an eclipse, but since we're not relying on sun power, that's really not an issue at all. I'll flick off the sun lamp for now, because, you know, reasons. Alright, she can go and hold that steel fleck chunk for now. Those batteries need a little bit of a recharge here. Gawain the Desperate. So, we can get a extra person into the colony, and I can't wait for it 6 days. That's really good. Because, you know, I'm no longer at the point where I have to eat everybody who's passing by. So, alright, now we're good enough to turn on the sun lamp again. Get a little bit of growth time here for our planties. Okay. Hey, we did research the mortars. Not bad, not bad. So I'll research fire foam next. From all the things I can't really use right now, fire foam will be one of the more useful ones. Okay, we have to turn off the sun lamp again. There's not enough wind today. Okay. But at least I'm finally able again to sustain myself somehow, you know? To me, that's really good news. What? Oh, Ash. You dare to let the bunny meat rot? Dang. I mean, we still got resources here. I don't want to eat Archer, but I'll eat Archer if I have to. You know? Speaking about if I have to, I feel like I have to build a new wind turbine here. Because the averaging amount is constantly not enough to keep my sun lamps going, my sun lamp going. And therefore, really prefer... Batteries are running lower and lower. Oh, good stuff. The wind is strengthening up. Okay. I just feel like with a third wind turbine, my chances would be much higher to sustain the necessary power more often, basically. Just more often. But we're still away 21 steel from that idea. Travelers! Oh man, can't tell you how happy I am to see other people again. Probably they'll even send traders one day. I mean, it's not like I don't have stuff to sell. Seriously. Well, let's put that stool in front of the smelter. Some nighttime battery recharge, really appreciating that. Okay. Ah, look at that. Isn't that rice grown? No. Okay. Yeah, we're... It just needs one short break in our procedures, and we do have trouble with the food again. There's a snow bunny on the map. Let's use that to our own advantage. Okay, we have a little bit of a fire. That was, by the way, the reason why I want to have fire foam poppers researched. Because if there will be ever the moment where I have to leave my hut for a while, it's going to be so good if I have the chance to have an automatic way of dealing with fire. Okay, but there's a snow bunny out there, and we're ready for it. It's a welcome shooting practice, you know. Let's take it down before it leaves map. Speaking about shooting practice, I could build myself a shooting practice. Got to be careful around the hypothermia topic. Major break risk. Okay. Let's do it like this then. And hope she doesn't go crazy before. Okay. Or wait a sec. I won't butcher that. I'll wait until the bunny is a little bit deteriorated or something like that. Also, you can attract predators with that and kill them in front of your house. There's a lot of good things you can do with these. So, let's turn up the sun lamp power again. Because we need food. So, speaking about food, stuff like that snow bunny is a really, really good emergency backup for us. Okay, this is not enough power at all. It's not even enough for the heaters, you know. If we can't sustain our heaters, I'm not willing to use that on my grow panels. A bulk goods trader! That I get to see this moment. I mean, like, that really feels like a big, big triumph. Alright, let's see what the bulk goods trader has in store for us. Or wait a sec, let's let them get closer. Every step they go closer is a step less I need to take to haul that stuff inside my hut. Okay, so we're going to sell off all the funky leather. Take it, we don't need it. Speaking about which, I'll sell all the leathers. Usually, I'm totally not the guy selling away leathers, but in this scenario, it's a quite simple thing. I have not enough room to work here, so I'll rather sell it away. Speaking about selling away, well, I want that steel, and I want it so badly, but let's see what I can sell away on top of that. Is there anything in it? That's the question. I was considering selling away my components here for a second, but then I reconsidered because it's surely not a good idea. A jump pack is really, really useful too. Billiards table, steel plate armor. The toque, we definitely want that toque. Alright, a few scraps less of steel. There we go. 172 pieces of steel here, not bad. Alright, let's hold that jade. Can't we sell that away too? No, they're not buying that. Okay. Come on, Ash. You might as well just wear that. Alright, there's now no need for her to be afraid about the temperatures anymore, and that's really good. Also, we now feature enough steel to set ourselves up another wind turbine. Oh, the southern side is so in danger if I do that. Okay. So we might do this like that, but this, you know, I don't want to ball my power supplies like that. But well, I feel like I don't have that much choice here. So we could go for it that way. This way the cable bundles will connect. Yeah, let's do that. Because right now the power issues are the biggest issues. And well, oh dang. No, but that's okay. Silly me. Silly old me. Yeah, whatever. Let's see. The corridor. Ah, that's what I did wrong there. I know that I just lost some steel, but you know, there are worse things in life. So let's do this like that. So none of these is somehow obstructed, and now we just need to put down a little bit of a wiring down here. And yeah, there we go. It's salvation of a network engineer. Okay. So turns out I'm out of food at this point. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, 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 no. You don't eat that bunny raw. You fool. Okay, salvation of a network engineer. Of course, man. Get in there, Bishop. Let's see. If Bishop is a stronger person than Ash, I'll let him take her place. Shooting, construction, no art, but apart from that, he's a slowpoke, but you know, I don't really care about that. I really don't care about that. Okay. So Ash, it's time to say goodbye here. Bishop is the new man in town. And let's see how far Ash can go with the Lobo coalition person there. Okay. Is it an immediate attacker? I haven't checked it out. Yes, immediate attacker. Okay. Sadly, I burned away all the knives. Now I could use one, actually. I love that harmonious music to these circumstances. It's almost like nothing horrible would be happening here. Okay, let's do this like that. Alright, gear, drop, gear, equip. Just want to use Ash as a distraction for Bishop. Alright, here we go. Classic strategies, you know. Classic kiting strategies. So sad that I don't have the resources to sustain Ash and Bishop. But, you know, I'll just leave Ash here now and let her freeze to death. I'm so sad about that a little bit, but, you know. She never was meant to stay. Alright, now we got only a slight shortage of power. Also, I need to wear that parka. Okay, insulation okay now. And we'll build a new grave. And yeah, I feel like that was a very, very lucky thing that happened to me here. It's a little bit grim what I'm doing here. His plant skills are non-existent, but that's the only drawback. But he learned that during his time now. I'm convinced he can survive with the resources he has here. So, poor old Ash. Did Bishop come with food? No. Okay. So there's still Gawain the Desperate available. Alright, there we go. No, 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 Bishop. Seize your altruism. Takes her some time to freeze to death here, seriously. Summer here ain't harsh anymore. Okay. So Bishop is quite hungry already, but the next harvest is in quite soon. So we got 125 units of steel. I still need a lot more things to work with. Well, wait a sec, I didn't assign hauling to a high priority here, that's why. So Bishop will have a hungry day today, I guess. Let's see. Well, I don't know if I rather should dig out some... yeah. Dig out some flamingo. Oh, he's not assigned to cooking. How foolish. Sorry for you, Bish, but it's hard times, you know. The batteries are making me rather nervous right now, but apart from that... So, the rice is ready to harvest. That means we can just flick off the sun lamp and let him do his job here. As you see here, plant 0 makes you work crazy slow. But that's about it. I mean, he has a higher chance to botch his harvests, yes. And he has to work a lot harder for his food. But beyond that, it's not like he's suffering from... He'll get there. A rank of 4 or such will be enough. Okay, quest expires in 6 hours, so Gawain the Desperate. Well, get over here, Gawain. Hard worker, psychopath, masochist. Oh my god, that would make such an awesome character. Like, seriously. A male low drone. But the thing is here, no carrying abilities is just a no-no. Wait a sec, we got yaks! Well, nice. Okay, that means I'll have to do a thing here. Okay, we need it now. So let's do this very, very carefully. So that's 11 pieces, that's 55. Well, no, I won't do the wooden door. And also flick on the sun lamp. The thing is, we're going to slaughter those yaks. And Gawain, you're going to drop them items. Oh, we're being raided. Okay, well that means Gawain can still have her useful moment here. So one thing after another. Here goes now the stockpile zone, which will be exclusively for foodstuffs. And now, Wolverine. So, Bish, you need some food here? Seriously, dude. Okay. But now we really need to get that situation under control. Alright. Gawain is a really good sacrifice here to the cause. There we go. Alright, let's take a swing up north. Loop-de-doo, loop-de-doo. That's brutal, eh? I know that's also a little bit abusing the game, but I don't care about this too much. Okay, so we got 2 bodies to take care of. Nice. Also, we got animals to slaughter before they eat my crops. Oh, we are not assigned to handling. Oh, I can also drop the corpses inside there. Medical emergency, that's Gawain, I guess. Okay. So this is now my private little freezer. I built this mainly because I realized that it will be a real problem with these amounts of meat to stay alive like that. I mean, I guess Gawain would have been a person which I could have kept, because I right now allocate a lot of extra resources and I'm growing stronger and stronger. But at the same time, well, I still got a structural problem, if you get what I mean. We still have real big issues sustaining ourselves room-wise. And therefore, why can't I bury that Wolverine guy? Can I only... Oh, because it's, I guess because it's now the important spot, no longer the preferred spot. Gawain. Okay, there we go. And no more foodstuffs outside, and now I think it should work again. Yeah. So let's just hope that Bishop ain't going crazy on us here. But the cannibalism debuff will be away soon. Alright. Good, so I'd say that's a nice ending for today's episode. We replaced another one with another one, but yeah, I got 2 big bad yaks in my freezer, and they were slaughtered. That means 50% more yield. And I'd say we're getting there. Thanks for watching, guys. Drop me a comment down below, leave a like or a subscribe. I'd be deeply appreciating your support. And I hope you're coming back for more. Also, if you like Rimworld streams, check out my description down there. You'll find a link to my Twitch profile. Drop it a follow. I do daily streams there, 10 p.m. Central European Time. Hope to see you there. Bye-bye. Hi there, welcome to episode 6 of my Sea Ice Challenge. I'm Icon, and today, life is looking better than ever. We got a lot of food in the newly built freezer. I'm finally at a point where the power supplies are really making me quite happy. The only thing we're running a little bit short on is, well, what are we running short on? Steel as usual. But beyond that, I'm really doing a lot better than before. So, Bish, take a snack. I think a cook spot will be the next big improvement there. I mean, I want to expand my little home here as quick as possible because reasons. Just got a little bit crammed in here. Forced weather for Foss Day. Okay, what will we get for that? Steel, Glidworld meds, and a little bit of hyperweave. Well, I'll definitely take the Plasteel reward for that. What will be happening there? Nothing, just rainy thunderstorm for days. That's actually good. Like, since I have 3 wind turbines available, let's just accept that right away. Rainy thunderstorms are just great for me. You'll see. You'll see what I mean in a sec. Look at my turbines go now. Because the turbines are interacting with certain weather phenomena. Rainy thunderstorms give you a permanent yield on these thingies. And, you know, I'm staying inside 90% of the time anyways. So, yeah. Let it rain. I don't care too much. Oh, good. Psychic drone is down. Because I gotta say, the mental debuffs on Bish really made me a tad bit nervous, but, you know, we're getting there, obviously. How's the next harvest? Taking a while. Well, let's eat the last few crumbs of rice until then. I mean, there's still a little bit of the funky meat available, but I just hope that today we'll have enough time left to give us a harvest. You see the sun lamp is now off, and I'll also harvest the 98% grown ones because there's really no need. to limit myself like that. So Bish's really low plants skill makes him botch harvests a lot. And this would have been a really dramatic thing if I wouldn't have that much food available here. So right now, the harvest was not nearly enough to sustain him. But at this point, I honestly gotta say, not that much of a problem. Let's give him that stuff. Oh, we're being raided again. Alright, Finch. Bring it. His insulation ain't good enough, so... Oh, he's a preparer. Rip. Do you bring some pemmican? We could use some pemmican. Yeah, okay. Herbal meds are welcome too. Alright. Bish is a little bit unhappy because of the raw cannibalism. I can understand that, but, you know... So, this type of cold doesn't kill off enemies as quickly as the colder season does. So I really want to be careful around that one. Alright, Finch is attacking us. Really gotta go in between Finch and my wind turbines. All my shooting needs to happen past those, because otherwise stray bullets are really an issue. Alright. But since Bishop is a really good archer here, shooting 9, construction 10. Although you gotta respect the fact that the weather is decreasing my hit chances by a lot, but ooh, that guy already got a lot of bullets into him. Okay. Let's bury that guy. Also, I'm happy owner of one patch of herbal medicine. Great. Okay. Now, that didn't really solve my food issues, but... well. Oh, here we go. That'll solve my food issues. I just want to rely on as little cannibalism as possible from this point on, because it's just, you know, mental breakdowns are among the most dangerous things. Now, come on. I got herbal medicine to use for this one, so let's see. It's a good opportunity for him to train some medical skills. All right. Let's okay. There we go. It's all a little bit complicated if you want to force them to eat and slaughter the right things, but now he can't have a good sleep because I want to get that cannibalism debuff off him as quick as possible before he goes into another mental breakdown. So it will be a little bit more up and downy until I have a certain plant level on Bishop. But, you know, last episode some random yaks joined us, and therefore I'm really not that concerned anymore. Oh, Bishop's already... oh, I forgot to patch him. Ooh, dear. Shouldn't happen again. So, biofuel refining, gas separation, prosthetics, well, geothermal. Let's go for drug production. One fine day in the far, far away future, I might be even gathering some nutriamines or something like that. Who knows? So Bishop's really hungry at this point. All right, let's open up a can of Gavin. No, Bishop. No. Sorry, mate. But I don't want to slaughter the yaks as of yet. These are my emergency yaks, you know. Alright, the rice patch is ready for harvest. Let's hope Bishop does a few less botches now. That looks better than the last time. No, dude. You will sow that area completely. Especially during the nighttime. And don't go hungry too bad. It's bad for your mood, man. There we go. I love that forced weather. It's giving me all the bonus I need. A solar flare. Alright. Good thing that I just... Yeah, rice plants are dying because of the cold. Of course they do. But luckily Bishop's insulation is good enough to withstand that without any problems. It's just bad because it throws me back in my schedule even more, so we'll have to rely on the funky meat again a little bit longer. That's the actual only issue. So let's wait until the room is beyond higher than better. Temperature of the room is above 1 degree. Because your rice plants die otherwise. I mean, the good news about that, it's free training for him one more time. So, could be worse. Could be definitely worse. Alright. There's enough Raider here to sustain us a little bit longer. Which is good. I mean, food is one of my least issues right now. I'm even at the point where I'm... able to juggle a little bit around with what kind of food we take. So, really cool, really cool. If I would have had done a few less mistakes, I would be even able now to set up myself a comms console or something like that. But, well, things happen. Somewhere later down the road, this room here will be my growth room. Because you are not able to reinstall hydroponics. Once they're plugged down somewhere, they're plugged down. But that's no issue. We're just not going. We're just going to move our living area to somewhere else. Done and done. But before that can happen, we'll need a lot more to happen. But I'd say we're on a good way now. There's almost no drama happening at this point. Bishop is a really mentally stable person. I mean, he doesn't have good traits after all, and he can't do art, which is kind of bad, because art is powerful. Once you have the necessary resources, you can do a lot of fine things with art. But, well, you know, there are worse things. Speaking about worse things, we're hungry. So, let's open a can of orange. Go. Dig in, buddy. Dig in. Alrighty. Just keeping the switch off from the smelter, because I feel like that's a smart thing to do, because the forced weather won't be lasting forever, sadly. I mean, I would take that all the time. But it's only one more day. And then then we have to do power management things again. Ugh. Okay. Let's wait for the rice to grow completely. And let's see. So far, today's episode didn't have too many random events. We really had a quite peaceful episode so far. Alright. Bish's mood is a little bit bad, so... But there's enough regular food for him to get past that -20 debuff, so... No, 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 dude. Please. Complete the job. Alrighty, plants 2. Perfect. That's really good. The next harvest will be a lot better. A slaver is visiting us. Interesting. Let's see what we can trade with these fellas. So, pretty much nothing. Cool. They just sell people and pemmican and herbalments, and they buy my components, but no, thanks. Yeah, they already leaving because of dangerous temperature. Jugust is almost over, and therefore the temperatures are plummeting again a little bit more. So, yeah, it's been fun, dear weather controller. Sad that you're gone now. You see here, instantaneously the power supply drops. It was so fun. With an infinite sustain of power. But well, we just need a few more wind turbines, that's all. Okay, at the same time, I'm really happy with how things are working out right now. Fish went to bed hungry again. And we got the drug research done. Good. Almost done, that is. I love it how it's bright during midnight here and dark during the daytime. Okay. So, Bishop, your mood has recovered, so it's time for the next Happy Meal. Alright, drug production. I want the penoxycyllin production as quick as possible. Wow. There's almost no wind left here. Come on, power up, power up, power up. Don't want to turn off my sun lamp. Okay, good. You know, the more wind turbines I have, the easier it will be to keep that thing on the whole time. So during harvest time, we can flick off the sun lamp, because the sun lamp is only necessary to grow the plants. Once the growth phase is over, we can't just... Did I say the next harvest will be better? He literally botched 50% of that. Dang. That's why you're hungry, Bishop. Well. But I gotta say, I preferred the... Oh, he has a food poisoning now. Okay. I preferred the fighter type colonist way over that pacifist type. So we'll do our first yak slaughtering now. Wait a sec. Only 48%. What? Why? Why is there only 48 meat on these? So he has that much loss on the butchering yields? Or was that just unlucky? Dixon the Lost. So, hey Dix, that these guys still come after all these things that go down here, I'm really surprised about that. Okay. Oh, he's already recovering from the food poisoning. Oh, that was fast. Didn't expect him to be past that this fast. Oh dear. Sun lamp. Growth time. Alright. Almost forgot. Wildlife, not present. I really need to check that out more often. Without the minimap, it's a lot harder to keep track of the game that's migrating into the biome or not. But I mean, that was pretty much the intention. I wanted to make it harder. So... let's leave that one piece of Raider there, because it will trigger your raw cannibalism debuff fully. One scrap, enough to be very annoyed for an entire day. Alright, I really expected more from them yaks, gotta say. Maybe I was a little bit over-expecting there. But whatever. So sadly we have no more things to do than just chilling here and researching. Chilling. Well, it's a comfy temperature inside here, to be fair. Well then, I literally can't do anything before I receive new materials. That's the issue here. Another food poisoning, and we're being manhunted by 2 snow bunnies. So, how well insulated are these snow bunnies? Minus 55, okay. So first things first, we're not going to leave this room for now. A fight against 2 enemies at once is really not anything I want to do. And worst case scenario, I'll just harvest my rice plants before their time. Alright, what we're going to do. So, triple botch. Quadra botch. Okay. At least he didn't go for the penta botch. Alright. Wow. 6 of these, 6 of 8 were just botched. It's really horrible. Alright. It's not looking too good here for our friend. But at least he's recovering from the food poisoning now. Okay. Let's get out there and show them who's boss. There we go. It's the first of them down. And I'll just go in there and eat some. His biggest issue is being hungry as hell. And I'll just say no to going outside. And now he can at least sleep a bit there until he's fit for combat again. Alright. Let's wait a sec. Just a little bit longer. Okay, that's good. Just wanted to make sure that I have a decent distance between the bunny and me. There we go. Let's hope I don't take down the wind turbine. Alright. Hey, we even got one to butcher. Nice. Alright. It made me realize that I probably should have built the door here instead of there. But you know, those smarty pant things you realize after. So, almost forgot to turn off the sun lamp here. Okay, we can't turn it on again. It's really important, you know. That's why I love the rainy thunderstorm situation so much. Oh, I need to forbid rotten corpses. Let's only allow rotten corpses outside here. That should solve my problem there. Okay. Bishop, plants 2. Man. I really thought that I would have less issues with the food situation there, but little did I know. But I mean, I got still 4 graves full of food, if I ever come to the point. And the Friends of Blood are attacking us, again with preparations, so... Let's give Colin some time to freeze. There we go. Good boy. Good boy. Go into serious hypothermia before you attack. Good stuff. It's probably not even reaching the base. Alright. Bishop is a little bit hungry here, but it should be enough to take down the guy. Basic rule number 1, Raiders. Don't prepare your attack when it's friggin' minus 40 degree out there. Oh yeah. We can strip that guy. And let's go for that one. And bury him. And let's see, my storage zone is really not able to hold all these items. That's sad. So, Dixon the Lost is expiring in a few minutes. What do we do about that? Oh, the lamp is just off because it's time to turn it off. I was very afraid for a moment that I forgot again to turn off the sun lamp in time, but no, we good. So my storage room here is entirely filled, so we definitely can store the plasteel outside. There's really no need to have that inside. Poor Bishop is a little bit hungry. Let's give him some bunny. And I want to refine that knife. So we're at 80 steel at this point. Well, slowly getting there. Slowly getting there. Okay, let's pay attention to the power grid. All that expensive clothing out there is rotting for no reason at all. It's a shame. But my little abode is not large enough to sustain myself here in that way. Okay, no wildlife here. But if I have to choose among these items, so there's okay. Interesting interactions here. Slight battery drain here happening, but that's not really an issue. I mean, I could just outsource some of the storage items here into that room. So there's room, there's a lot of space in there. Tell you what, we're going to put the textiles in there. Because I really feel like I won't ever have enough food to worry about that at all. And the next time I have the honor to meet a trader, these items will prove invaluable. Okay. How hungry are you? Not at all. Okay, he's sated enough to just wait for the next harvest there. Yeah, but, well, I bet he's going to need yet another try. 1 success, 2 success, 3 success, 4 success, 5. 5 of 8, not bad, that's more than 50%. Okay. He's growing better with that. But still, I don't see us able to sustain ourselves just with that amount of food. But that's okay. We're getting there, slowly. We're getting there, slowly. As long as I have such stockpiles here, I'm not really concerned at all. The only thing I really need now is... Oh, I didn't pick up that drifter guy. Yeah, that's okay, though. Defense of Fortune. So they'll send an archer after me. And 3 groups of archers will attack us after that. So, I mean, I feel like I definitely should take that quest. Simple reason behind that, it's a free food delivery. But it's archers. They'll shoot back this time. But then again, the worst thing that could happen would be an infection. And, you know, that doesn't kill us anymore directly. I could go for Glitterworld Medicine or Honor. I must say, I think I'm going to go for the Honor reward, but not during this episode. We'll ponder about that and do the decision next episode. So, thank you so much for watching. I feel like the situation is stabilizing in a very, very good way. Drop me a comment down below. Leave a thumbs up if you like that series to make it more visible to the algorithm. I would be very, very grateful for that. Or if you like Rimworld content in general, give me a subscription on that channel and you'll stay notified, as long as you turn on the bell. Have a nice day, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye!